What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Muscle, and this is another Two Line Music Hut's Entertainment Report podcast. And today we have a really special guest. Listen, this man went from soundman to producer to artist. He has some of the hottest tracks out right now, and his album dropping the 27th of this month called Money App has some of the craziest songs right now, like I Wish. Listen, you know we have in the building today, we have Bada General in the building today. What's going on, big boss?
Yeah, I know most like go and hold it out today. You know it going on.
Yeah, man. Welcome to the program.
Yes, I.
Yeah, man. Listen, the other day I finished listening to your album, and listen to me, boss. Crazy, 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 crazy. When that drops and everybody hear what's going on, it's going to be something different.
Yeah, man, definitely, man. Thanks. I'm glad to know you get it before the rest of the people. I mean, you're one of the, you know what I mean? People, them first say green light, them can't tell me nothing.
Yeah, no, green light plus tax. Trust me, it's man, that crazy right there. All right, let's get into some of your journey here before we get into this crazy album. All right,
yes,
because I know originally you started out playing sound. You were a soundman and stuff. What got you interested in music, and what part of Jamaica did you grow up in?
All right, first of all, I was born and raised in Mobay, Montego Bay, Jamaica. You know what I mean? And once me touch in the world, my born come see my father with a big old sound system. So that kind of tell you where it all started. You know what I mean? So rest in peace, my father. 1 year now. 1 year and a day now since him passed. So yeah, that's where it all started for me in terms of the music journey. You know what I mean? Falling in love with music at an early age. I heard that I started. My father and my mother tell me probably about 5, 6.
Yeah, okay.
Start select sound.
Yeah.
So from early out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and went through the whole thing. Wanted to really play my father's sound system, but he never really see me as a selector. You know?
Okay.
Hey, a little youth and thing, I be here. Go and learn to read. That time I said, Daddy, how you look how long I can read? How you deal it? I say, you know, you have to can read for be a selector. I said, but I would this for me. This man knows so me I do good at school, but you know, I go learn the trade argument and the something. So but just start touch road and start decide, say, teeth out and go dance and you know the whole nine. Yeah. By the 80s, now I'm cut you. Johnny P, the artist Johnny P was sing back.
Yeah.
Used to teach me when I carry me go dance, you know, because I mean, they have Mobay them time, you know. Johnny P live at Mobay one of the time for a good little while.
Okay.
And as a little youth, he used to teach me, carry me go dance, some country dance and something for the truck and everything. Because them time not to select sound, but I could have been like, I could have mixed.
Got
so them time when the artists them a DJ me, me have the mixing like me. So me little you know them Johnny P. I'm first can go dance.
Okay, and what songs was he was playing around
at the time he was living in Mobay. He was where I was born in Bogue in Mobay in the Bogue area. And that is where he was basically there with us for a good little while, DJing and a sound name, Jupiter International. That was right up the street from me. That him up the street, and I see him right up the road. You know what I mean? Probably a 5-minute walk from where I live. So then we used to just string up the stone and Johnny P and one of our general elder from in the area named Bingy and Nuffman, Gregory and Nuffman. They must play music and him just vibe out. So you know that's where he was and that's where we met, you know what I mean, as a youth.
All right, because I know the first big song where I originally know you from is a song named PCs in Mobay. All right. Originally, I know it was Corey playing the song, and then after a while, you guys started to come around. So what was your journey like actually getting to PCs?
Yeah, Jupiter sound was the sound we all aspire to play in the community. After that, and this was all with 4 pieces sound in you check the timeline. Yeah. After that was Majesty sound, which a bridge named Junior. Used to make me carry me to dance and play him sound as a little youth in the late part of the 80s. That's all. See? And then I start play another sound named All Nuts International. A Rastaman own the sound. Named Fatai. Ninja Man them used to DJ upon a sound about them time there. So you know me I play. You hear my journey? And then I reach to Pieces sound. When I reach Pieces sound, I 14 years old, you know. So you hear my sound I play before I reach Pieces sound, right?
Yeah.
All right. So about 1990, the end part of 90 going on 91, I got Pieces sound, and from there. When you was hearing about Corey, I was there. I was just the youth who did I play the early one from the 4 o'clock to about the 10 o'clock in the night, you know what I mean?
Got you.
We do the early one, and then Corey them come get the glory part of the night. I don't know it worked, which was great for me.
Yeah. Do you remember one of your first big nights on PCs? Probably one of the first nights where you actually said, okay, you got to really firm up yourself here.
Well, the first, suppose me get a joke now, Muscle. You know, the first night I play Pieces, the first night, a Pieces versus Kilimanjaro. You know, so when you talk about firm up, all right, in the Lions, then the man them dropped me. Yeah, man, I remember at the time, Garnet Silk just dropped the Nothing can divide a Pieces David Pandub.
Okay.
I now forget, you know, we're going to play Nothing Can Divide Us. No sound can defeat us. And the boy Chupa like he just start playing, like he just get into the, call him trying to jar them a rubber dub style them a deal, you know, all the DJ thing now go on Panjaro song. I mean, I tell you, so the man counteract the guy. Remember, so but I expect counteraction. Jaro can defeat you. So, you know, from the start, you know what I mean? We jump straight into the Lions then immediately, first day in.
Yeah.
So we'd have to firm up from them. But Pieces was mainly a sound that juggles.
Yeah.
The boss, he just love money and just take clash. I don't care. Because we have enough dub plate, but we wasn't like a clash per se. Yeah, later on we turned that real warmonger sound, you know?
Give me two of your most memorable nights on PCs.
Well, I have to say, all of my memorable nights, I'm just a scan through if you think about it. It's just like you're telling me if you choose which one I'm a pick them I love the most. A whole heap of memorable nights, but I remember the first time Pieces and Stone Love. This was like 92, I think. Pieces of Stone Love play, and this was hyped up so much because Billy Slaughter was brand new as the man pan Stone Love, like the new apprentice, and Fraggy was the new apprentice and Pieces. So the media in Montego Bay at the time where the dance kept them hype it up. So it was like Fraggy versus Billy Slaughter, like Stone Love apprentice. Made Pieces apprentice, and that was the first time actually coming out the newspaper. So you know, but I remember them time I'm about 15, you know. So you know me I go to school and in the paper, and it's like a child star thing. So you know, Muscle Atala me okay 5. Little youngins them at school, I'm a little young girl, I'm a little red, them love me like I cook food. I remember them not know me at the star, them know me coming out the paper. And me them advertise and my face up on the flyers. I want to deal with my at.
Yeah.
So you know what? Boom, reach at the dance down Muscle. Pieces play one round. By the time Pieces play the second round, Pieces out broke dog. Muscle the sound broke dog forward. I'm going to tell you them time that the boss spent so much money on cut dub because Pieces was a sound that focused mainly on dub plate. We never really care about the sound until later on. You know what I mean? Pieces was a party sound, you know. So our sound was good enough for Moby, good enough for the little parties, them, the peer ones and the rest. But when you put up our sound against the Stone Love and the Metro Medias and the Inner City and the rest, we sound like a jump and sound them time like that. We sound like a big radio against some big sound. But we never care. You know what I mean? So when we broke down against Stone Love, what happened is Billy Slaughter. Swear to you, Billy Slaughter. So you know, Billy Slaughter play and I lock the place and the middle of the man lock in the place. This was supposed to be like an embarrassment. You know, the man stop the music. Big up yourself, Slaughter, anyway, because I'm a brother until today.
Yeah.
Boy, Pieces, you know, I go, people, you know, I go, a machine, you know, a man-made, anything can happen, you know, we're no bad man. Pieces can't no song them come play on Stone Love sound.
Okay.
And the worst thing a man could ever. You know, we spend so much money on song. You know, pieces have the enough song them in the world, if you ask me that time, and don't have a good sound. And then here comes Billy Slaughter said to me, and Corey. Yo, Corey, come play a song, come bring on a song, come over Stone Love Sound. So, you know, me take Stone Love microphone now, me never, at the time, at the first me attack when a microphone and sound so good enough. So, you know, me go, check, yo, feel all my shirt sleeve shake. And me, I said, no, them dead now.
Yes.
Them time that thing they just released Informer, you know, then you know them time there. And that was like the hot new hip hop pop song. Pieces of it pan dub and nobody don't know. So you know we dropped the dub, you know.
Yeah.
Muscle, we dropped the Informer dub, you know, and that dub plate or pieces of it are panhead and snow in a combination, you know.
Okay.
So you know when snow drop, yo, the whole place I can imagine Billy Slaughter probably nearly losing work than that. It's just like you invite someone who just loaded by your sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, and nothing good, man. But we only get to play one round, which was good enough for me. That was like my first memorable time. You know what I mean? I know a little more. We had Jaros, we had Matarans, we had Scringes.
And this was in Montego Bay, this dance camp.
Yes, Walter Fletcher Beach to be exact.
Okay. Did you ever meet Stone Love back in Kingston, or it was only in Montego Bay?
No, here we go. We have Stone Love play enough time. All about cross Jamaica. Listen, Pieces sound was not a like a community sound, you know. Pieces sound was like a really big sound in terms of name and popularity, you know. At one point, Pieces was being nominated Sound of the Year. I know Stone Love always a key. You know, when you don't feel like you're in the game at a time where Michael Jordan a play, so you can't win the ring. Because every time Jordan just a win the ring. I one of them things that with Pieces sound, you know. It's just like we came in our time when Stone Love had the handle on the business, and you only can go as far up as number 2.
Yeah.
You really can't go to the number 1 spot. So you're always second and third. Stone Love Metro Pieces, Stone Love Metro Pieces, Stone Love Pieces, like right there. So when you touch anywhere past the countryside, a Pieces sound, man, as a juggling, and we kind of emulate Stone Love pattern and the as we enter and the as we move. And so, them telling the man, them say, Froggy sound just like Rory, you know.
Yeah.
Because Rory was like God to me, you know.
You know
Rory was like my God Almighty, you know. Remember before me even know the man, you know, me idolize him, I well want to see him, I want to see the man. The man was sound like a angel in a music to me. So everything, if him say, cha, 2 days later, I that have that locked. Anything what Rory say, me say it.
Yeah.
You don't know. And maybe me I just one of the one who say it freely and know that Rory was an idol. I remember the first time I see him, all the aura around Rory, I see like when you like a man that see God. I saw me see Rory the first time. The light and the
He was glowing.
glow around Rory, me see. The little short man with the pretty hair. I say, which man this? And the man I say, as we enter inside and the man I say something massive. Yo, me stand up right in front of Stone Love Sound and I was taking every single word on the man say, man. Because I say, yo, no selector like Rory. So, you know, by the time I reach Pieces sound with dub plate, enough dub like how Stone Love have enough dub, and then by this thing what Stone Love have, the little synthesizer where you know, Pieces was like the mobile version of what Stone Love is, you know what I mean? And then me sound exactly like Rory. So I tell you, say, I hear the as went and say, well, I tell him, I'll pitbull, because when the man do anything what they do on Stone Love, run over sound. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Okay. Did you ever actually get to play with Rory?
Yes, man. Yeah, man. Get for juggle amongst him and meet him, man. You know what I mean? I can tell you, when I met him, he was definitely an asshole. I can tell you that. It's just like you meet a hero and you find out, say, you know, just
never meet them,
man.
Never meet them.
Yeah, it's like I meet him. I mean, I tell you, so when Stone Love plays so much times. And him a play Stone Love and me a play Pieces, and me not chat to him because, you know, we want to keep it at level like me a play alongside my idol. Feel good. We go New York City, me and the man meet back in the 90s. Pieces, Stone Love a play in New York, and we go to the radio station. This was like my first time me and him go be in like one space where close space where we shoulder to shoulder with the radio station.
Yeah.
I mean, I tell you, so the man was like a real asshole in the radio station. You can ask him, he probably was like that back in the day, but I still my hero.
Yeah.
No matter how him be. Because you don't know, at the time we are competitors, so you don't expect him to show you that mentor kind of vibe. You know what I mean? He's, but I'm a dance still, not music. You know what I mean?
You know how it goes. All right, give me one more memorable night there on Pieces itself.
Well, we on Kilimanjaro. This was about 1997. Now, you know, my prime. I fly down the whole place. I run the place. Me and Jaro play. And I tell you some old Jaro, man, Chupa, man, I beat him. Listen me, you know, my general. First round. As a matter of fact, them time we are war on a weekly basis now. So clashing, it's like another day in the office.
Yeah.
First round, I beat him to sickness. Second round, beat him to sickness. Third round, beat him to sickness. And all this time, an hour, and now it broke to half hour, beat him to sickness. Me look now, man, in a light. I tell Striker at the time, I play him time. I say, Striker, you one more round, I play and cut from you, so because Chupa dead, and can't come back from this.
Yeah.
I'm come in and play a round. One round worth a bounty kill about 15 minutes. Bounty. I say, shoot and the place kick over me. I said, done.
Yeah.
I say, who's a jar of lock off, and the people, I know, the excitement, you know, Muslim, I tell you, say, yeah, man, I start to tell all of you, them say, yo, lock off this, man, ready for left out, man, I left out. I mean, I tell you, muscle, it's about 5:30, 5:45, morning I light, the place I get bright, Mr. Jar drop one song, Lord, where them I do, me I tell you about, near 6 o'clock in the morning in that muscle. Remember, say me win every single part of the dance come up to that point.
Yes.
The way I just play my round a while ago, I like a drop mic round, you know, like, boom.
Out of here.
Out of here. I walk with man, and the man them drop the tennis and they come like, I want to turn on a smoke machine in a club, but the only difference is this is dust. The whole place. Where them I do, I never say, no forward like that.
Yeah.
Maybe in a country setting, I tell you, say, when Jaro done play that round, the man them not do not more than, we not for play back. All them dead. The man them lock off.
After all night, you're winning the dance, you know.
I guess what the people them say when me I walk out. Come and say, hear me to Chupa. That can't save you. One good round, you get you dead all night. I swear to your muscle. Me I walk out of the venue up at this side now. I'm young here, the people. Some of my friends them what did they wait for me now. Boy, I'm not like Froggy, you know, they go on good all night until Jaro come back in the morning, boy. Dead like dog. Me I go so, what is? Me I say, every single soul. I go tell me say Jaro just beat me because he play 1:15 minutes were good.
Boss.
People them say Jaro win here.
Welcome to Sound Clash. And I remember, now that you said D-side, I remember that dance. I actually have that on a cassette.
No, listen. We played a whole heap of clash with Jaro and D-side, probably about 3 or 4. But that one, the one that went go all over the place. That cassette run the place.
Yeah.
Pieces, Jaro and D-side. That specific one. But we had them clash couple times, all with Freddie. The first night Freddie played Jaro, it was Jaro versus Pieces.
Okay.
And the same thing happened. We beat them right through and Freddie just same thing, same tenor, same everything.
They knew the formula. They knew, okay.
Listen, we start
and they will do it.
Remember, you know, if we on Jaro clash 20 times, we win 8, Jaro win 12. And I like them kill we all the time, you know, because we beat Jaro twin and beat them bad twin. You know.
Yeah.
People and mash up all Jaro chuck and them thing that we all. You know what I mean? Like, but Chupa can tell you, in between more than, I'm afraid when I lose. It's like I can tell you, the time when I tell you for this side when I think I win.
Yeah.
And if you did ask me all 3 weeks after the dance, I tell you, say, yeah, man, I will win, man. But you can't say you win. And the people have to say you win. So people can say you lose that. Yeah.
That's the business. Okay, so then you're on Pieces here. You're doing good. 1990, you came in 97, you're ripe and stuff. Up until 2001, you're playing Pieces. Why was it you decided to actually leave Pieces and go build Mad Squad now?
Well, after a while, you know, like anything else, I do after a while, it get boring, you know what I mean? Plus, my mama got Pieces when I was 14. So by this now, I start on big man, and now, you know what I mean, get pitney, and instead of having somebody pay me, at the time probably I think about how I can do it. And then in at the same time, Mataran, them on their own, Firelinks, them on their own, Troop, I got start. So it's like a lot of things that show say, oh wow, it's not, okay, you don't need no boss to run the place. All you need are just, you know what I mean, a little ratings and a little money. Forget a couple songs and you're good to go. So me and my brethren at the time, we decided, you know what I mean, me first decided to leave.
Okay.
And him say, yo, from here I leave, me I leave too, you know. So that's where that we start with one song 2001 July. And the rest is history for that little time.
Yeah, because I know Mad Squad, one of the bright moments for Mad Squad was when you guys actually went to, you guys were in World Clash in Jamaica.
Yeah, we went World Clash in Jamaica. We also went World Clash in New York. Well, they had a World Clash weekend in New York that we also did with Mighty Crown and Firelinks 1 hour night. It was a night where them have 2 nights, 45 shootout one night and the actual clash, dub clash there the following night. So our clash was Mighty Crown, Firelinks, Renaissance, some more people, Mad Squad and, you know what I mean, Nico Bam Bam, and some more people, which Firelinks won that night, and the following night, I think Freddie won the following night.
Yeah, because this was, what year was this year?
Well, we went 2003 in Jamaica, and I think 2004 we did the New York.
Yeah, because what I remember with the 2003 one in Jamaica was that was the year where Newbie had won, Rebel Tone had won 2002.
Yeah, Rebel Tone was there.
Yes, and you guys were the new song in Mobe. So then at first, everybody, Rebel Tone and you guys, it feel like, okay, you guys were going to team up, get rid of the big songs, and then you guys wore it out. But
no, but you know, say at the time, as me I tell you, say, at the time, when I spear nothing, you know, because for one, I'll be honest with you, we never ready for that word.
Okay.
But we just got on our own like a year ago. Remember, we're not rich now, you know. We don't have no money, we just a scrape through. At the time, we probably, when Chin called us for World Clash, we probably have 10 bunted up plate. And some other. But what we used to cut is present music, like what happened. So the little juggling and the whole of the Elephant Man and the whole of the Cartel and the whole of the Wayne Marshall and the whole of what was happening at the time.
Yeah.
When you check Mad Squad, we have the whole of the little party, but the war segment of dub plates, we never have no big song them time. We never have no old music. We never have no dub for dub. If we reach a dub for dub, a Cartel and them song they would have to play. We don't have no song for play dub for dub.
Yeah.
But what happened is, Muscle, we just do we thing. We just make money now. We just even collect. We have at the time we have 50 grand for. We never even imagine so one day in my life I go collect 50 grand for play a party. So you know we collect 50 grand, 100 grand for go play a dance, 110,000 for go to Kingston from Moby and just record we carry. So this was like a good time, and then boom, 12 months, 13 months in, I get a call from Chin. When we decided, yo, we're gonna tell him 300 grand because we don't want to go.
Yeah.
So we said, we just say our money, yo, 300,000. Like the money what we say at the time, to we was like an obscene amount of money. Chin just go say no.
Yeah.
We not knowing say it's not even a lot of money. If you do the calculation in the US, probably about 2 grand, 2.5.
Yeah.
3 grand the most. So when we said this money, you know, we swear say, nah, I'm going to pay with that, you know. So by the time we tell him that him not going to bother use Mad Squad, so and me and Striker, we look at each other and I say, yo, I tell him, so and so. And I say, yeah, man, tell him. We don't have no song for go work. So you see when I said the price,
Yeah.
and the man, him just say, so how we going to do this? Like, we meet up and you get the deposit half of the money first and then the night up. And I say, wait, the man going to pay with so much money. All right, we're going to take the clash and we're going to see how much dough we can run up going into it. So that's where we start, make the link and start call and start enough people, enough dads and Moby who are rich general, them and Moby give enough money to one. So man, I'll say, yo, first me I see a Moby sound in a World Clash, so I want support on the thing. And the man them what we used to call the general them, man start say, yo, how much bounty charge for one? And I say, 30 grand at the time, 40 grand. The man say, all right, me I pay for 4, you know, so put me down for 4 bounty and come collect the money. Put me down for some Capital and collect the money. So that's how we get the dub them. Meanwhile, Killer them not really charge with the price like what them charge every man, you know.
Yeah.
Killer always like how we do a thing and always support with things. So more time we get, you know what I mean, killer them for less money than what them probably charge another person.
For sure.
But none of them are free. But them give enough cheap dub, you know what I mean? So we got World Clash, man, and we are Newbie them as the new sound, but Newbie box was more geared to our war settings than our thing. Our thing are juggling.
Yeah.
But watching them see, which is smart businesses, we had the colleges and the high schools and the ray. So the whole heap of young people them a follow our sound.
Yeah.
So even though say by putting Mad Squad on it, it's not because your body, you know, you have a hype and you have a buzz and the people them a follow you. So let's just
plus it was in Montego Bay also.
Plus it was in Mobile in our city where we are run the place. So smart businesses, put them in there, we know them now go win still, but yeah, and by just even being there, it was good for me as in terms of notoriety. You know, we get a lot of knowing. Oh yeah, them youth are them bad man, them they are World Clash. Me hear them play one thing and a one rhythm and a one ray, and yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
So for that, it did for me.
For sure. So why did you guys decide to, you know what, instead of going for the big dogs, turn on Rebel Tone, and then basically everybody ended up getting out?
Well, we never deliberately, you know, it's a thing what happened. Them play first, I think, are close to first.
Something like that.
And what happened now, you know, Newbie, which I'm a brethren, big up yourself, Newbie. In my short. And me now, I look for the lightest weight. Remember this, you know? Smart war, I say me a smart war, you know. Okay.
Yeah.
In order for, remember, you know, in order for go further, somebody have to dead in. Okay. Who first me can kill? And me and Rebel Tone, which the smart thing was for, all say a new sound time and we use the new thing and me and Newbie, but me I look say, okay, Newbie probably are the weakest link, you know, I'm gonna knock him first. I'm gonna shoot him first, and I go so boom, and start shoot. And him come in and shoot back to Canada, but I feel like him not shoot back, Newbie shoot back, Newbie. I say,
Of course.
before you make a team up on the old boy, them already, you come and a text it for me. But them tell them I don't care a war with it, and you don't know, I have no good war and no bad war. War.
Anything is anything.
Yeah,
now,
man, anything.
Classic. That was a classic Mad Squad party there. And okay, so then we're talking about, this is Mad Squad. This is 1 year into the juggling now. So now, where did you guys go from here as Mad Squad? What else were you guys
doing? Well, we toured extensively in the US. We played, we go out, we travel, we do the thing. We juggle, we play. What happened was dancing. Dancers, them and the dancing, and it's just like Pandy River was so big and so bad. But then me I said, it all cool off. Signal the plane come, that all cool after. It all cool after. Take away yourself come, that all cool off. You know, I realize the dancing, like, it's getting more on the dance. And then so I start telling my brethren, I said, yo, Striker, you all go on. I could go foreign. I could go back America. I could go back America and go restart. Because what going to happen in Jamaica is the dancers are going to be bigger than the selectors and the flyer. I told him that in him. I said, you're an idiot, man. Dancer can't ever be bigger than selector. You're a madman, man.
Yeah.
Me I say, yo, here I go on. At the time, my wife and kids live in America. So I just say, yo, you hear me? Go in America, go and restart. You know, I just buy a CD, buy a whole big block of CD. Burn off the whole of the songs, them, because them tell we have 2 sets of record boxes, you know. So, we just take the whole of the dub plate, them, the master, them, and burn off the whole of the song, them, and just say, yo, America, I'm gone, you know, and start over, you know. Because me see the dancer, it'll get more and more and more. Passa become the thing. So it's like, you start realize the relevance of our style of playing. Me see it I got done.
Yeah.
Muscle, me see it I got done from about 10 miles out. Me I say, yo, it I got happen, you know. We can't do nothing to save the hardcore style of playing and what we play and the whole heap of dub plate juggling.
Yeah.
Maybe a transform because now Diamond them will start carrying Marvin them and Diamond them boss and Island them boss and just a foreign. And when we reach a foreign, when we reach a Florida, it never reach a Florida yet, like how it just a reach a, like, you know, Jamaica lead out and then everywhere else follow in other way. So you know when I come a foreign come though? I just buy some different pants and my pants them just get close up on me. And I just go some boom and just buy some different kind of shirt and Start wear out some Vans and some different kind of thing when I see dance and them I wear. And guess what Froggy become?
Yeah.
Froggy become the jiggy selector, man. We just change up my pattern, man. Cause here I go.
Move. You have to
Me
move.
know say it got happening up muscle. So me just come a foreign now and come first it. And then act like I'm me bring it coming in my area. You so the man say, boy, Froggy mash up dance boy, man. Cause I'm bringing the jiggy thing, boy. Not knowing say it go take over the place. Cause I see it go up in Jamaica. Me just first it for it. So by them time there in the 2000s, now in the 2005, 2006, 2000, by them time I run the whole of place, boy. Cause them time me and the dancers them aspire. Me just come and get all 4 girls that walk with me and call them Froggy's Angel. Them carry me CD pouch, them and them thing there. I be a jiggy I go on.
Yeah.
I have some peer woman that follow me and them thing, the unknown ladies, this are ladies, excellent ladies, this are ladies, that the ladies, diva dancers, all-star dancers. And me become the selector for the dancer them. But if me and my virgin at the time, if we did say that, he would have tell me say nothing can go like that because we have mash up Mad Squad sound and we just go some boom and come and far and come do the thing. And that's where that journey, that a new journey in my life begin. Because now we part ways, but not break up the sound them time, you know, we part ways.
So Mad Squad was actually, there was Froggy Mad Squad and Striker Mad
The
Squad,
Mad Squad, yes.
at the exact same time?
At the exact same time.
I didn't realize.
But the sound was together. Because if I cut no dub, I send it to give me. If I cut no dub, I send it come give me. So it wasn't like different. It was Mad Squad with Froggy and Strike. And if we have a big serious dance at foreign, they might go fly in and we just deal with it. And if a serious dance there at Jamaica, we just fly down and go deal with it. So I'm like, but what it did for us as individuals, it allowed us to be independent.
Yeah.
So instead of Striker being the mixer and Froggy being the MC, it start making Froggy have to learn how to mix. Well, I could have mixed long time, but it made me have to learn, instead of depending on Striker to select for me, now I have to get back to selecting for myself.
Got you.
Now instead of depending on Froggy to talk for him, he have to start now talk for himself. So it kind of make we develop one sense of independence. So by the time we start link up back 4 years afterwards and him come afar and come live now, and the chemistry gone, completely gone.
For sure.
Because now we independent. So now instead of him a be what him used to be and me a be what me used to be, now me start to tell him what to find for play. And now him start want tell me what to say. Because him know him talk when him a play certain song, and me know when me a talk what kind of song I play. So it kind of make the chemistry kind of off. You know what I mean? So at them time, you know, thing just start, thing just start become a difficult thing. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Got you. And when did production start to come into the fold then?
2010. In 2010, I start. Me and Delhi Ranks aspire them time about 2009. Me and Delhi aspire. At this time in Jamaica, if you ask me, I would tell you that Delhi was blacklisted. If you ask me,
Okay.
I don't know this for a fact, but
Yeah.
in this time, I guess him and Steve and the Genius them and him and Big Ship them part ways. And the Red Bull and Guinness thing and the whole thing, and I don't know if people that say must get money and he must share the money. I don't know what go on, but I feel like them they blacklist him because nobody now advise him. I mean, I say, oh, Delhi so bad. Delhi one of the baddest artists and nobody now advise him. Nobody now. So we just start with one thing. Me and my bridge in Tarantula. At the time, me and Tarantula aspire, me and Tarantula. We say, Tarantula, here we go. You carry rhythm come make me here one day. And ask me if I like it. And I say, who build a rhythm? And I say, I mean, build it. And I say, you, Tarantula, you can build a rhythm? And he say, yeah. And I say, yo, here we go. I go find some artists on it and we just mix it and we just start something. And we are search for your name and he say, all right, Froggy Mad Squad and Tarantula. How this going to come up now? And me, Froggy the Mad Youth, and Tarantula the Spider. And we say, okay, you know, say a Mad Spider production. And that's where Mad Spider came from.
Okay. Okay. I see. Understand now. I didn't understand. I thought you guys were two different producers doing your own things, but just happened to be in the same area. I didn't know that you guys were working on this.
We Tarantula, when I find out, say, body now. I remember me no know, say, this eyeglass wearing Rasta youth are so talented, you know. Because let me tell you something, I want different kind of animal that and different being in it. Let me tell you about talent, you know. Them man just naturally gifted, you know. Build rhythm, production, mixing, everything. At the baddest thing. So people might think he's just like the youth who can make the baddest custom dub plate in the world. No.
Yeah.
Anything when put him on pan, at the boss.
Yeah.
So when him first thing when him do the time, me him sing a song named Paper Bag. That got song of the year in Florida for that year, and I'm the only one who was playing that song. The song so big, me alone I play it, and it became the song of the year. That's how popular I was in the area, in my state, in my community, in the Florida, Central Florida area.
Yeah.
So when they issued like song of the year, that was the song of the year. Elephant them and everything nominated, but I ain't win it. Cause the biggest song ever. Anywhere I go and drop it, it's like when Stone Love drop. Mama. I saw me. Put up your hand, paper bag on the whole place. I say, wait, this man, when he tell me now, say, him make the rhythm I make. I say, wait, that lie. So he bring the rhythm come and first rhythm when play. After him do him they bring a song come. I play for about a year.
Okay.
I think one name, I think at the time in a Chipmunk voice, one use. And we have it and thing until Renaissance them get it and Jazzy T them and the thing just take time and the buzz start build. So when him do the rhythm, we end up calling the rhythm Basic Instinct. That was the first rhythm we put out. All of them songs them we just call the artist them and thing and with Delhi Ranks help and nothing, we did the first project.
And who was all in on the project here?
Bojo was on it, Wayne Wonder, Sizzler, Egyptian, enough people. It was like a big project. Go on really good for it too. My song Tarantula, that was where I did my first song, 2010.
Got you. Keep this in mind. This is 2010, and we're now in 2020.
Right, that was my first song.
I said that for a reason. Let's keep building, and I'll tell you why.
Right, so 2010, my first song was a combination with me and Delhi Ranks, named Video Light. That song did eventually made it to Strictly the Best. And I mix with Tarantula, Delhi Ranks. Like we put a mega mix together and we sold it to VP.
Got you.
Get a little piece of paper. So that was our first try. Now what that was like, I can imagine, was like a crackhead trying out crack for the first time. Because after that, my interest for sound system and being a selector, it start get less and less. Because now I start want to produce more. Now I start learning how to record more. At the time, me and Delhi Ranks aspire, and if you've been around Delhi Ranks for 1 hour, you probably record 10 songs. Because a youth who muscle, he don't care.
Yeah.
Him just always say, oh, you talk, say, you don't have a voice. Come record. So it's like, by the time, them time we record all 10, 15 songs, just like that, boom. So we dropped the first rhythm, Basic Instinct, 2010. Run out from we did August. By January 2011, we drop a thing named Atwater.
Yeah.
Atwater rhythm, you know what I mean? And those were also big rhythms also, you know what I mean? I think Atwater are Island Breeze. Both just see we enough man, Sizzler enough man.
Okay, so it's all a lot of A-listers, especially coming through if you're partnering with Delhi, and Delhi I know is involved with the Buja Camp.
Yeah, but after a while, them start love our production because when music was going, when music I go like that, we are go, we are go 92
Bring it
BPMs,
back to basics.
We are go 94, but none of our rhythms ever. In our first 10 rhythm is probably between 90 BPM and 94 BPM. When everybody I go 120 and 130 like soca, we alone at church. I remember one time I sent a rhythm to Charlie Black and we don't send me them slow rhythm. I'm like, yes, a dancehall. Them I say, but and this a dancehall.
Yeah.
We can be dancehall producers and meanwhile we are play one different kind of beat. But you know what I mean, at the time, if you do want to fit in at the juggling, it's that easier to make one of them. It's all of them high tempo rhythm.
Yeah.
Mr. Watkins gone and all that. Them the rhythm there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we got slow, you know. So me and Tarantula did a whole heap of projects. Whole heap of release, whole heap of projects, works on crazy things as Mad Spider Productions. And then I think it was 2015. He decided he wanted to venture out into songwriting. Because he's a great writer. And then the custom thing and everything took off. So he got super busy. Meanwhile, I am still there like a crackhead fiending to produce more music because I know it may fall in love with making music. Searching for what I'm supposed to sound like. Searching for an identity as a person in production. We just know say we want the dancehall production, but at the same time, you know, enough artists now go keep giving you songs and your song them now it. After a little while you're like, I hear my fraggy give it up here, man.
Yeah.
So my track listing start get smaller. Because now almost time you can go back and ask. You know what I mean? Buju them who I used to give a song now, Buju gone to prison, everything, all of me link them. Man start song me give now do not really song them, not knowing that and every song it. Sometimes not care how much money you put behind a project. If the people them not in that, because timing is everything. You know, I remember we are go 94 BPM when the business was at 120 BPM.
Yeah.
So that come like we are crawl while everybody else are run. But true, we know that it is a circle and it will come right back around. Let's keep grinding. How much people where you can tell say, let's just keep doing it with me, man. Just keep giving me the strength one day. So now my track listing while right down to Wayne Wonder, Delly Ranks, Fraggy Mad Squad, couple new artists. You know what I mean? So that's where from about 2015, Tarantula start write song for everybody and their mother now. Start, you know what I mean, start do their thing, start get nominated for Grammys and these things and working with all these great people as writers.
Yeah.
And I was just there.
Yeah. Were you still actually playing the song at this time, or you're more or less going into more production?
I was going in more as producer because I'm gonna be honest with you. I used to go out in the weekends to play music all over the world, same way. England everywhere, Canada everywhere, come over there, so come shell along the place, do the thing. But me just can't wait to get back to jump in at the studio for work on the next day.
Yeah.
More time I fly, I listen rhythms. Cause that's where my meds there at the time. You know what I mean? And then I start maybe about 2016, I remember I was talking to we the one at the on the phone and I tell him, sir, when the drop a rhythm name 98 was great. I think that was 2016.
Yes.
I have the rhythm. I decided before I drop the rhythm, I say, I'm gonna change from Mad Spider Productions in a singer. And I say, why? Me and my brethren at the time now sound officially split good I know. So me got new logo for my team and call my thing the Real Mad Squad. I've been selected them who I go play a weekend time. I mean, it's a studio my thing. So then I say, I want to come up with a label and we know and I say, real squad, man. For a real squad, you know, you say, just do the thing, man, one umbrella. I mean, I say, say I hate that. So that before I drop, the 98 was great with him. That's where the Real Squad will venture out. Me and sing out. We dropped one song before.
Yeah.
Now we one that drop a combination. And then after that, all hell break loose. Me just drop. Cause now me have my own kind of now really depend on Tarantula if send a rhythm come give me again. Now me start buy rhythm from people cause all them time I can't make a rhythm yet. Cause I wasn't interested in making a rhythm.
You were okay, so you didn't want to make it, you just wanted to actually get people voice on it.
Yes, I just wanted to be a producer. And I felt like me and Tarantula was like I swear, if you ask me, we was going to be like the next Steely and Cleve without me playing an instrument because he was so good at what he does and me so good at what me do. If you ask me at the time, Muscle, me and him was going to be like, you know what I mean, the Steely and the Cleaves and things. I mean, him know how to produce, him know how to make the beats, him know how to mix the song. What me know how to do is get the song voice. So he did not talk to artists. I talked to every artist. And call on them phone all 1 million. Because Tarantula is a man like this. If him call you once, and he might call you twice and you don't answer, you don't get a third call from him. Me, if me call you now, and you don't answer, 10 minutes later, I probably call you again and keep doing that every 10 minutes till you answer. Because I know what I want. So with that, I felt like we was like a good match. And me and him still like this, you know.
For sure.
Still my brother, you know. Because any little thing I want to know about the side of production, I call him fast.
Yeah.
Yo, chill out, how this go? Where you do forget this? Where you do? You know what I mean? But yeah, man, we did it.
And that's when you did your stuff there. So then when did you decide to now start actually producing? So then you moved out of the executive producer role to now the producer. When did that happen for you?
Well, that happened probably 2016.
Okay.
I was producing for about a year, maybe a year and a half before that, and Mad Spider production, just me doing everything. You know what I mean? It was as me tell you earlier, I wasn't interested in making beats. I was just interested in, so I would like get people who know for make beats. Like I have brethren in England, I have brethren all about who I just call them and give them an idea. Like me hear this, and give them a sound and give them a thing, and that me want make it send back, come give me. You know what I mean? My brethren on him Baby Boom, Rebel World Records. Me just ask him anything. I ask them, man, them just see him. If me ever send him all that, do, tam. Quick, see him thing what you imagine. See him thing him send back to you.
Proper.
So me used to me have my link number make beats before me even trying to do nothing like making beats. You know what I mean? And that's where the whole Real Squad Records started.
Okay, so then you have Real Squad. You still have the sound playing, but you're not really playing out. It's more or less the selectors. So
yeah, I'm a selector, them I go out and thing, you know. Them mainly I do the road.
And when did everything change now where you say, okay, I'm leaving the whole sound business, I'm changing my name, and I'm moving full forward as in an artist and production? When did that happen?
2018.
Okay.
2018, I felt I did a song on a very hungry day, and a very broke pocket day. And my virgin sit down and we say, yo, I need. As a matter of fact, that was it all changed. Real Squad Records, Bada General almost the same time. It's just like maybe months. Because the same rhythm I tell you about him 98 was great. So maybe 3 years ago, I decided one day I'm hungry, I sing my song, because I look at quick food, broke the day and I said, Dad, what make you do now to get some money from some sound man, you know, for I sing a song named Bada. I said, Bada, you feel no say New York man, Bada. Now straight go over Queens, cause over the suburb. And to me know New York people them stay. Enough time a man question, why you sing so much song about New York and you don't live in New York? But if you know New Yorkers, you know say nobody no love themselves like how New York people love themselves.
You know this.
All New Yorkers, the people them love New York so till all when the people them left New York all 30 years, and live somewhere else. You can't tell them nothing. You just start getting yo man, once a New Yorker, always a New Yorker. What you talking about? Man have all them number, all them license plate tag New York. You live in New York for 15 years. Change the tags, man.
Yeah.
So you know, to me know how the New York people them love themselves. Me just start sing a song about New York. So I do the song named Bada and I say no straight go over Queens, cause about Broogie down Bronx and Ray. I chat something, I say I don't know nothing about New York in a muscle. I just call all my friend them in New York, all LP them, and I call all my friend them Earth Rule, all Lee Major. Lee Major, give me 2 street up in our Bronx there. Yo, Stereo 5, Speedy, give me 2 thing up at Queens, 2 street, what I can put in a song. And collect the information them and just put them in our music. So you know, I send out the song today, Bada. Remember I broke now, remember not go on that day where 2 bills are coming and 2 things need to pay and today the final day for all the light bill and you know you go. So I know cook up. I don't want the boy them come turn off my light car. You know I go some boom and send it out on my WhatsApp. Swear to you, I make about 15 bills in a no time. So you know, by me send it out, I realize it get a little traction.
Yeah.
So you know, me and my brother, I tell him, say, yo, I can't believe how much money I make so quick. It's a known time, about 3 hour time, I make about 15 bills. Yeah, PS the bills, them and things. So now, as the money take time, I come in back and Kitty a build back up and thing, and I start say, yo, I'm gonna do the song proper.
Yeah.
Cause the original song was just geared around New York and this and Soul Supreme and all these and Ray, right?
You had a plan.
Yes. Because as a selector, remember me a selector, you know, so I know what can get a selector ears lift up, you know. So I know the rhythm sound, the rhythm of the sound of dancehall. It have the 90s, 98 sound, the headache sound, it have that. So me, you know, just say, yo, I'm going to drop this pan there. So what happened now, the song start create a nice little buzz. And that very same time, my friend them start say, I hold that because I remember 2 weeks ago now, I broke and nothing go on, you know. Remember, so the man them start singing, I hold that, the Badda General.
Yeah.
Hold them, my boss, because the song name Badda and it around.
Got you.
So I guess now my friend them now take time and call me Badda General without not knowing that. I change my name to that now, you know, because it sound good. Because I shoot all video for Badda, and if you look on the video, it's Froggy.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. You're right.
So right after that is when I change my name. I them change my name for me. I don't me change my name myself. And them I say, yo, Badda General.
Yeah.
And this man is the real Badda General. So I just take it and hug it up and own it, because it have a ring to it.
Crazy.
Yeah.
The reason why I asked you all these stories is I wanted to build up the backstory to let people know that, listen, an overnight success takes 10 years in the making. And what you said,
bro,
you started 2010, you know. We're now 2020.
Muscle. For the whole time since my record, I've recorded at least, no exaggeration, at least 20 songs a year. For the first 5 years.
Yeah.
I remember none of these songs hitting. So, you know, me keep on a record. I mean, I'm on a do all. Since 2015 to now, every year I'm supposed to record at least 50, 60 songs. Enough of them not release, because enough of them just do freestyles and take old beats and old jammies beats and old beats and make music. And I was mainly gearing everything towards the sound system arena. Because that's what we know. These are the people who I grew with. I don't know no other arena. A sound system business I know about.
Yeah.
So if you listen, I can play like 200-300 new sound system songs. One of them songs that take care of the whole of my bills up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But as you say, constant working and never stop. No matter how the struggle, no matter how much me and my wife kick off, no matter how much you need to go find something else to do because this not working, no matter how much. Because I always tell her, I say, listen, this is a part of the story.
Yeah.
I'm enough believe like you can be successful without a real story. So when I try ask all my wife to give me time to get the thing together. And I remember me I make studio, me I do everything with not knowing what tomorrow, if no money I go. You know what I mean? But true, me know say it's not a come grab money and left thing.
Yeah.
So we just keep working. And then I had the support of Wayne Wonder. You know what I mean? As a true general, a true brother, who support me, and you know what I mean? He's a man who anyway, I roll him, go if him see all a microphone and him buy one for himself and buy one for me too.
That's family right there, boss.
Yeah. Real general. Yo, brother. I send you a picture. Look on that. Look, see all a mixer. Yo. This thing and that. I see him get two, you know. Yeah, that's so him work.
Yeah.
Because him trust me. Because him help me develop all the skill how to mix and these things. Because we know one is a man who will just send me a song. And no matter how long it takes for me to get it good, he will always tell me, here we do, turn down the thing a little bit more and send it back to me here. The kick you need for put, turn this up, do that. So him help me for. I see when me get it, I say, save that the template, the general. I hit that. I like how I want the song.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm you there.
Yeah, man. That's Wayne. And exactly how you're talking, I'm picturing Wayne's voice in my mind, because that's exactly how he speaks and everything. Just
brother, I'm a brother. My brother, like my real general. Remember me, if you look behind me, you see them nice little pretty speaker.
Yeah.
Wayne Wonder.
Yeah.
We're up on the road. Brother, come on, we are going to Bermuda. Need some new equipment. So here we're going to make a run. And here we're going to just buy spear dub plate, and every money off I dub I got to some new equipment. And I saw it go. Him go down there. Him get 3 bills, 150 for me. Him get 4 bills, 2 bills for me. Remember, me now voice the song, you know. Him get 7 bills, I saw the man split the money. Remember, him not have to do this. So, you know, those things, you cannot believe me. We and Wonder. They were really somebody in our world.
Yeah.
That's why every chance I get me tell him thanks. Because, you know, when I want it, if he even go no time without me make him know, say, me appreciate what you did and still doing. Until this very day, me and him talk 2-3 hours a day, 5 hours a day. See me just like that.
Yeah.
And what's going on for me today, him one of the one them on the sideline with the big flag away for me. It's a man listen, my man. When him call me now, brother, remember say your song them reach 4 bills a one dog. I saw him deal with me. Yeah, man. Yo, make certain say, you know, bother take less than 3 grand a show, you know. You know, bother take, I saw him deal with me.
Crazy. Show you the ropes, like really.
Yeah, man, like a
this is
original.
how
Come
it
in,
goes.
man. This is brand new for me, you know. Like having a successful song or something, it's brand new. Having a buzz is not new.
Yeah.
Being on the stage playing somebody's song is not new. But going on a stage and singing my own song, that is brand new to me.
Yeah, definitely.
Never did.
Let's talk about how brand new it is because you have this body of work here called Money App. All
Yes.
right. This right here, this project is crazy. And again, this is why I told you I wanted to build a backstory, as in when you came in as an artist, because I know it takes at least 10 years to
10
become
years.
overnight
10
success that everybody's talking about.
Well, my success in what I'm doing, exactly 10 years to the year. 10 years.
Yeah.
I released Money Up, the single, May of 2020, right in the middle of the lockdown. And the buzz was so real, I had to go shoot a video. And if you watch the video, it's just me and the girl alone in the video, and my son, because I'm so afraid I never want nobody close to me, because right in the heart of Corona. Right after that in August, I remember me tell you, I released the first project, my first song, August 2010. August 5th, 2020 is where I released the song named I Wish. So it goes to show one big old decade to the day.
Crazy. Let's get into this here. Before we even get into the songs, I want to know, were you working with anybody else on the production, or this was all you?
Well, this was
the
all
deal
me.
with
I
that
got people making beats, but mainly me. You know what I mean? I do all my mixing, I'll do all my mastering, I'll do all my everything. You know what I mean? I'm a brethren from Trifle. Yeah, Stepper Sean. Sean is one of my main people I'm working with right now.
Yeah.
Stepper Sean. Mark him name. Him live in a one part of America named Missouri, or one of them far places there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, where nearly them come from? St. Louis. Over St. Louis, him there. He's actually one of St. Lunatics DJs, DJ for Nelly.
Okay.
Me and him I do most work right now because him know what I like, and you know, so we just knock ideas back and forth. Right now, him just all of them. I wish all of them sick, ill with him. Listen to my album, I tear him in my ear mostly.
Yeah. Definitely got it, because I know the first one that you released off of the album was it wasn't I Wish, it was Money App.
Yeah,
Was the
Money
first
Up
one?
was the first one I dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah, first single. That one was for my brethren, Baby Boom. The track. Me give the idea of what I want, and as me tell you, I'm a you to quick. No question asked. So big up Baby Boom, big up Rebel World Music, you know what I mean? Big up the whole England cast. And that's to forward from. See?
All right.
Yeah.
And what was the thinking behind Money App? What was the whole idea behind that one there?
Money Up is just one of them songs. The first thing I wanted to make a fun song.
Yeah.
I wanted, at the time now I start think different muscle. I start think, okay, I've been doing a lot of songs, but I am not standing out as an artist. Because you know the stigma behind selectors are that we do the same thing over and over and over. Selectors have this one thing what we do all the while. Listening now. Walk out, my girl, walk out. Go there, girl. Go there, girl. See? Remember, that same walk out. Any dance you go across, the world and a selector play a rhythm, they think when I say, walk out, my girl, walk out, walk. Because that's how we think.
Yeah.
That very same thing is, good as for them, girl, you are good as for them. Good at like Mataran. That same very thing is, dirty wine, my girl, dirty wine. That same very thing.
Yeah.
So now after you hit like how Mataran hit, you can't bother come back again with saying, you start off to think, okay, I don't want to be the selector that is trying to be an artist. Mark, who know all the people who quote unquote artists them who know me as a selector. Yeah. So even if I go to them and tell them, say, yo, I do music, then probably just brush it off as another Mataran or another Richie Feelings or another, you know what I mean? Which these are great people in our music. But they did it already. Where you going to come different from? Raindrops, fall the rain, signal play, where you going to do different?
Yeah.
Because you can't come back with the same. You got your foot, because you know, man, mascot, that done 10, 15, 20 times already. Even me do it in a song.
Okay.
So what we going to do now? So now I start think, okay, we have to start write some different song with some different thing. How am I going to stand out? Okay, what are they not saying? Which topic they not touch? Virgin called me the night and I say, yo, him the one to custom dub plate. I have a clash I come up on the weekend. I say, all right, 6 bills.
Yeah.
And I say, 6 bills. Text me your information. I shot the money I've come here tomorrow to Union. I say, no. Western Union block me. Because Union block me for sure. I say, Western Union block me. And then I say, so how you going to get the money? I said to him, say, yo, so you don't have none of them money up here. Not knowing when I say money up, nah, I think nothing. I say, you don't have none of the money up them on your phone, like the cash up or the PayPal. And I say, you know, I'm going to use them money up something, dog. But yeah, I'm going to make my little son download one of them for me and I soon call you back. 2 Tuesdays, me call me and I say, yo, where you name on cash up? I'm telling me, I say, Bada General, $ Bada General. Go for me just hear when the money come. So when I look at me, I say, backside 6 bills before I go bed. Joke this. And then I said it jokingly. What would I do without the money up here? I have to go start charge all them girls for money. I'm going to say it, and by the time it's just like something hit me. Come and realize, oh snap. Shit, man. I just take off, come downstairs and come turn on my studio and go, so, my girl, if you want quick and fast, and basically the skeleton, I put the song together, let me call my virgin in England. I say, yo, me have a song. But I want you to do this. More. My girl, if you play. I send him a little reference and him knock it for me. I send him about the rhythm the following day and I just record the song, and then it was so different. Because me I tell you what I'm looking for is topics where them not say.
Yeah.
The things them what they are not going to sing.
Yeah.
Because you cannot sing dancing songs. Ding Dong don't own the dancing lane right now. Yeah. Elephant are trying to fight back for the lane and can't get it back. And Ding Dong have a chokehold on that lane. If you want to go in the busted lane, you don't have TJ them, you don't have couple man, you don't have a trap youth them in another lane. You want to go over one lane where cartel them don't run them bad man lane and them bag of lyrics lane and the bag of what you are going to do now. If you're going to go enough lyrics and enough bad lyrics, you're going to go cartel, you're going to go massacre, you're going to go some other youth who are chop. Them don't own the place already. Yeah. If you're not going to plan for come go super hard more than them, louder lane there. Which lane empty muscle? Now, Professor Nuts lane right, that's how the whole I joke them there. I know you nobody have the joke. Yeah. Madam you try off of the lane back in the 90s and do about 3 songs and allow the lane. Well, me look, now the empty lane, Professor Nuts Boulevard, empty. We just start make some jokes song. My girl, if you want, if you don't have no money, if you don't have cash up or PayPal, put Zelly, be a thing, man. And the thing just catch a real buzz. And I realize that the buzz is real because all radio stations across the world I play the song. I remember the place under lockdown, so now radio we are work off and the radio station them on fire right now with Money Up.
Yeah.
But I felt like Money Up wasn't the song that is going to put me through the door.
Okay.
So I want another provocative song.
Here comes
I
wish. Okay. Listen, this one seems like, you know, when in your mind when you're breaking up with somebody, okay, I wish you the best of luck and all this stuff there. But in your mind, I wish something would lick you down.
You know, yeah, what me I tell you, sir. So the rhythm is here. I find the song.
Yeah.
I wish when you drive out, your car broke down.
Mm-hmm.
Call my wife. Babes, come here.
Yeah.
Remember, my wife never like money up neither, you know. So hear this, you know.
Okay.
All the songs them are through this time, my wife like nothing happen for them. Boom, my wife not like money up. It get a significant buzz. Say, no, I call her, babes, come here, I'm find the next thing, come here.
Yeah.
She run, come on, I go, so. First verse alone, I have this time.
Yeah.
On the hook. You can call me bitter if you want. Second verse, no make it. Hear this. Tell me if me not answer something, baby. She give me a thing there. Me not like it. Me not like that. Me not like that. That sound awful. You sound bitter. So me say, yes, I say. Somebody else try to say, you know, you me say it in the hook. Me say, yo, you can call me bitter. Me not business. It sound like you have things against woman. Me not like how you sound. First, you say woman have to pay you. If you and them sleep together, now you tell themselves them. It sound like you have something against woman. Muscle, all the day I think about this. You know, say me answer something.
Yeah. You understand.
The response from her was so strong that me I say, that is, me hope when me drop that song here, that is the reaction me get. Now my voice, my song, did not have, I'm like, I said, no, something is missing.
Yeah.
I don't want to make it sound. So what? Call my friend, which is a selector, S-Class, that plays Poison that song.
Yes.
Say, S-Class, I do something for me. I have a little thing. Just say this for me. Because I left you and Gary send out the voice note what I want her to say.
Okay.
Because I say, if I put an intro on it, it will more paint the picture of what I am getting. Because I don't want to just jump out. But wish when you drive out, like, you're so bitter. What are you bitter about?
Yeah.
So now I'm going to put an intro to tell you why I'm bitter. Remember, she never make certain say the intro did not say, well, we're not working out and we kind of grow apart, so I as well go with separate ways. Wish me all the best. I not say that. I make certain say, me tell her in the voice note, specifically say, so show me I left you for another man. Make certain say you put that. And at the end of it, more I say, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Make certain, I'm tell her, and she did it exactly like how my vision said that's how I want it. That's when she said it come, all I had to do was just drop it right at the intro. It fit perfect. So by the time he said, so you can't do that? No. But wish when you boom, all hell break loose. I remember that very day.
Yeah.
It was a Thursday. Shawnee B called me and said to me, say, send me the money up song. Because I'm say, all right, but yeah, you know, I have a new song. But more hear it. I'm coming to my studio and play it. And he goes, send me that. Nobody have it yet. I said, no, nobody have it yet. You the first. I just done mix it now. I got bounce it. And I said, send it, come give me. Take me about, because you know, I got bounce and thing. I notice him call me back. Yo, I don't see it, send it, come. I try to forget on the radio now, send it. So I said to myself, Shawnee B called me 3 times. In no time. I answer something. Boom. By the time I send it, go give him and play it immediately on BBC. That very day while him played on BBC, Liquid is in Jamaica playing it on Zip. Because I sent it to these 2 people, and then by the time them play it, my phone just blew up. Everybody, I mean, they hesitate. From I see the feedback from the DJs, because I have some friends on my WhatsApp. I send music to Muscle. More time we send them a song. I know that encouragement all of food up on my, I go give me a fire. Mad, my general, mad. Yeah man, keep pushing my G. Yeah. Because they are trying to encourage you to keep going. Not that this is it.
Yeah.
The day when we send them money up, I am getting phone calls instead of text. So I know say something was different, right? So when me go, how this sound my general? Boom, and send them I wish in my text message. All me can hear back on WhatsApp. Competition for tell me say this is it. So by me send it out on WhatsApp, them start sending it to other people start. So before the day for end Muscle, it's like a viral song within the WhatsApp world. And
In
tomorrow,
one day.
By tomorrow, I did this a Thursday. By Friday, I start vicing dub plates at $300 a pop. And I'm vicing like $5, $6, $7. I remember this, don't come out, don't do not yet, just WhatsApp. So I'm like, oh my, I'm onto something, So now we start saying, I have to release this immediately.
Yeah.
So I released it like 4 days later. I scheduled it to release quick, everything happened, and then boom. It went on TikTok, and these people over TikTok take it up and just, it's like a whole new world over TikTok. Me a trend, man. I find out somebody me a trending over there. I have much thousands of videos over there where people
On TikTok.
Yeah, man, thousands of videos. They got TikTok right now and put in Badajan. Thousands of I wish. People take it and make their own videos off it and do their own duet. And people with phone at ears. So wait, you just no, I wish when you drive crazy people.
Yeah.
So with that, we just realize, you know what? Video. And now here we are. And the great entertainment report Canada. Wow.
Listen, when I first heard that song, I said, this is crazy. This, just the whole concept and what you were saying, I said, I've never heard this on a record one day ever. This is the opposite of what you will hear. Your presentation, the monotonish type of sound, the very clear in what you were saying, you could hear every word because it wasn't too fast. I said, okay, this is monstrous here.
And that was the plan muscle. That me I say, okay, I want to sound serious, but in the same time, humorous.
Yeah.
I want to sound petty. Everything when you hear, all right. When me tell her I call my wife and my wife said she hated it. She don't like it. My wife is from Jamaica. So I like I know Yankee. She said she don't like it.
Yeah.
Then you know, so me do a thing name. She said, what, so why you couldn't just do a song that is wishing her all the best? As she step out of my studio, see my microphone at the far from me, brother.
Got you.
And my microphone this. So me just turn around to my microphone like this and just put on my headphone and go, I'm not going to wish you about all the best. I wish you up your headache. And so me I tell you, say, it's like a whole story out there. I wish you choke one piece of bread. Although I wish you choke, I no wish you dead. Come I say, all right, I don't want them seem like I'm trying to incite violence or incite death. So even though I say I wish you choke, I make certain thing right after that, I say, although I wish you choke, I no wish you dead. I want you to live till you're old and miserable.
Yeah.
And when you eat the sardine, when I buy and left, whole heap of little red bum pop up on your chest. Some petty things. I steam my fish them when I left, I hope them spoil. I wish the jelly when I left, run your belly, I chat something.
Crazy.
Because then who says that? Who would have said that in a song?
No, nobody.
That is not the popular thing to say. Just like we say, my girl, if you want me to rub your belly, you have to give me money. That's not the popular thing to say.
No.
So I am going against everything that you would know and I would know as the right things to say.
Yeah. No, crazy concept. And then you came and gave them something, because this is now the third release, which would be outside, which is completely relevant to what's going on here.
And I had to drop it now. The album is October 27th, but I had to drop that song now because the place is locked down. If the place open back and everybody's outside, that song have no relevance.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't, I'm ready to go outside. I'm tired of the house now, I want to go outside. And then I tell the story of all this stuff, well, because of COVID, all this stuff that is happening to relationships. Because to tell you the truth, I guarantee you enough of the man have never spent so much time with their woman in their life.
Ever.
You lock up, you're in the house and none of them go outside. And this is for months.
Yeah.
So me don't just say, okay, the quarantine thing is not nice. Mash up no husband and wife. I'm just imagining that. So imagine you as a man want to spend all this time with all your wife. I know all of a sudden this whole heap of time together. Imagine you as a man who come out of your house every morning and when you reach in your car, you call your side chick. Because that's just, you know what I mean? Enough man do that. I don't act like it not happen. You're not home anymore.
Yeah.
You reach in your car, dial home girl, and I drive and talk, go to work, our wife gonna work, and you there on your way, I go to work. Baby, what go on? You go, no, you can't do that no more. Because she probably there with her man. And you, they won't with your woman. So no, you can't chat to all of that. So that's why I say, quarantine, mash up husband and wife. I say, imagine you used to see her 5 hours for the day. Now 5 months straight. Like a sentence. You know, I say, more time my phone ring, me have to screechy. All when side chick call me, I just lock up in a bathroom, go and light me a pee-pee. I have to talk something. The man them probably say, boy, but I let out the secret star. God no, I can't believe.
No, but was it in that same one where you said women cheat too? It's just
Yes.
a leader?
Yeah,
Okay.
man, say.
Okay.
So, but I feel like say a man alone cheat. We just do it chaka and them cheat neat. I don't know lie me I tell. Because we more get catch more than how them get catch.
For sure.
Sometimes we always the last one for know if a woman a cheat. Everybody, all the garbage man are going to pick up all the trash can and they know say woman a cheat. You know.
Yeah.
So me just attack the thing them muscle. And I try to talk the thing, and that's why maybe my next song I gonna be some weird other different song after the album and I done promote and thing I go on. Cause I can't stop work.
Yeah.
It's just like I've worked so hard to get to a point where I'm getting listen the people I'm really tuned to me, watch me stream them, left from 500, you know what I mean, to 500,000. You know what I mean? So now it's like, why would I stop now? Why would I get here and start being like the relaxed guy? No.
No, now is when the work
Now
starts.
is when the work starts. So now, you know, I'm going to keep work. As a matter of fact, I don't know when this is going to air, but whenever this air, there is going to be a song that release called, because it's coming out tomorrow.
Yeah.
For some my friends them in Sweden.
Yes, I seen that.
Yes, it's called Zodiac Sign, where I'm talking about all this Zodiac sign, the females them. I mean I say, yo, some of them, I say all the girls them were from Scorpio girl and them teeth and something. When they hear it, they just mash up and over vex. Cause I just saw. You know what I mean? You never can tell me one of them time just make a song about chivalry. And I say, dead for sure. Woman no kill chivalry. Be a thing never chat tonight. Now open the door for you. Open your own door.
You found your lane, boss, and you decided you're going to drive it right through.
Right through. You talk about me for pull. What do you mean for open door for you? Open your own door. Yeah, I'm beating. And then I say, yo, this guy, man. This guy.
No, it's crazy. As I said, I listened to the entire 10 tracks on the
10 tracks.
project right there. Yep. Yeah. Okay, not an EP, but an album.
Not an EP, album.
Yeah.
Originally, it was supposed to be 4 tracks.
Okay.
It was supposed to be an EP. It was supposed to be I Wish, Money Up, and 2 more songs. And then Outside, that's make it 5. And then one next song, Vice. And then New Money, Vice. And then it's just like I'm making so much song in the same vein of the Money Up song and the I Wish song. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to put a whole project together, you know, and just start promoting it and putting in the work and just keep grinding mostly. You don't know.
No, definitely. You have one of the hottest songs that's came out in the last couple of months. 1,000%. So the album is called Money App. 10 songs coming out October 27th on all streaming platforms right there. It features, the only 2 features that's on it is Wayne Wonder that we spoke about and ZJ Liquid that used to play PCs also. So you see how life is full circle?
Yeah, ZJ Liquid is the one that I'm going to credit for what is happening for the most part in terms of he the one who took the Money Up song and played it like it was like his life depending on it. He played it for like 3 months every time he went on the radio and he's not richer. He just played it over and over and over and him keep and pull it up and play it and pull it up. Which he didn't do it for me as a favor. He loved the song. And it just, you know what I mean? I just needed it at the time and it just worked perfect. So, you know, me and him does whole heap of songs, more than 1, more than 2 songs. This is like our 3rd song. Okay. You know what I mean? But this one, it fits the project, so I work with it. Yeah. And Wayne Wonder, of course, my brother. Yeah, they're on it. They're on the album. So it's Money Up project, October 27th, on all digital platform. You know what I mean? And this is 100% independent, distributed by myself, produced by myself. You know what I mean? Artwork, everything. You know what I mean? My voice, my own self, my mix, my own self, my master, my own self. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you what I rate with you the most. Remember, when we started this conversation, you're telling me about stuff that happened in the 80s. Listen, we're now like 30 odd years past that, right?
Yes, man.
Okay. And we know generally music is a young boy's game, but you came and showed us that, nah, boss, it's talent. Talent.
And that's the thing that them always be to within a muscle. Make you look like once you get older, you get less talented. And as me say, like how I try for the music, the way everybody think that is not supposed to, the type of rhythms that is not supposed to even hit in our genre, the type of things what I say in the songs, it's not the right thing to say. It's not the safe thing, I should say.
Yeah.
It's just like somebody looking at me and be like, "Let me look like I'm 40. Okay, so what if me 40? What if me more than 40?
Yeah.
Cartel is 40 plus, 44, 45 year old.
Yeah.
All of these people who run up and down behind, enough of them are not a little youth. But guess what? Put them in a rhythm and put me on a rhythm. As fire for fire. Spit for spit. I'm not going to try to do like, just like in a selecting. Them they try that. Big man, I play sound from your little youth. That just show how good me is. I play sound before you're born. And you go up, content, select, and I get up on the same stage. What I tell you?
Yeah.
I'm still here.
Straight goods.
And I'm not playing before you. You're playing before me and opening the show so I can play last. What I tell you? Yeah. I was here since it was one turntable, till two turntables, till CDs, till computers now. You know what I mean? I'm right here. Transcend and come back and change my name and say Bada General. That's how some of my friends know me from a little youth and Moby. You get fatty, eh? You man put on so much weight. No me from me at 14. You expect me to look the same like I was 14? Some of the people them are, remember I'm from Pieces, but look how the man get big. Of course, man. You know, when we go from Pieces, I'm a 15-year-old, 16-year-old. You wait when my boss. Me are one of the biggest selectors in Western Jamaica at 15, 16. So these people who know me expect like I was going to remain 15. Well, of course. You don't expect me as Fraggy, the little youth who used to play Pieces. No, I'm a Bada General. The big man now have my song them around the place. And I do whole heap of dub plate. I made this with my own family. I'm a one pick them. Yeah.
Amazing, amazing, General. Amazing.
And I would tell anybody who used to play music and know me from the 90s come straight up to now. Don't make them youth feel like them want to tell you say you're old. Age is just a number. And you're as old as how you make yourself be, you know.
You understand?
So I just keep myself young, keep myself fresh.
Yeah.
And look how the youth look. God know. God know, brother. Your thing look how weird that.
Listen, before I get you out of here, leave some info where they could actually check out your work, what you're doing, and what's coming up and all of that.
For the last couple months, since about February, I moved in permanently on Instagram. I got a room over there on Instagram. I got bed over on Instagram. I sleep on Instagram. I watch TV over Instagram. So just go over there and follow Bada General on Instagram. That's where I live. And some of my own messages, I do my own texting. You know what I mean? Do my own reposts and thing. And as me I tell you, I am trying to do my thing independent, which I am currently tasting the success and the hard work of. You know what I mean? The way I take independent serious, not even Viva.
Yeah.
I don't even have a Viva over YouTube. I got my own Real Squad Records channel and try to build my audience through my own channel without going through anybody else thing for them take a percentage of what I'm working for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is my heaven right here. Behind me. That's all of my thing, my equipment, my speakers, my studio, my thing. And I'm on Instagram. Bada General on Instagram. Yes.
Very, 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 very inspirational. That's why, again, I said I wanted to build a backstory because I know generally you're releasing a project, talk about 20 minutes about it and get it on. Yeah. But I wanted them to understand that, listen, you could come from way back there and still have something in 2020 that's going to connect with people like you just came out last year. It's a 10-year grind. Right now,
10 years
before I
back.
get you out of here, give us a piece of the I wish.
Ladies, listen me. I know my nose not too big like sweet pepper, but hear me now. Now what I feel like I hate me here today, you know, but you see if you gonna left me for another man, I wish when you drive out, your car broke down, front tire flat spare, you know, have none. When you go out, figure look on the damage, the Almighty make a heavy rain come down. I wish the man where you left me for, left you next week for your neighbor. When you think of the worst thing that you find out saying did I try for your sister, I wish me never left the two jelly. When you drink them, I wish them run your belly. All the two little snapper what I buy, I wish them spoil not even one you don't fry. I wish. I'm wishing. Go check it out. It's the October 27th, the album I Wish is now on all platforms also. You could go stream it. But the full project, October 27th, Money Up Project, will be available worldwide.
But General,
Yes, sir.
amazing conversation, amazing journey. And trust me, we see right here, there's so much great stuff is going to be happening from this day forth. Can't wait till the
man, tell you,
27th
man.
so they could hear what I heard. That was crazy.
Yeah. And just remember, say, I'm ready to go outside. Tired of the house right now. We can't wait for them. But we're so forward to a city near you because we are currently taking bookings, currently getting the bookings, man. The good thing about me is, I'm already overseas, so I'm not looking, you know what I mean? I'm here. I'm here in the US, and I can travel worldwide. I have no travel ban permitting, so you know everything, you know what I mean?
Crazy. We'll see you in Toronto hopefully sooner.
No, very, very soon. The cars them from Toronto too much. In the minimum, I play right now to see who I go forward for. So just Toronto, look out.
Yes. Let me give you an outro and get you out of here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Muscle, and this has been another Two Line Music Hut's Entertainment Report podcast, and we are out.
Yes.
This podcast is brought to you by www.twolinedmusichut.com.